When it comes to learning American English, most learners think grammar and vocabulary are the biggest hurdles. But here's the truth. Pronunciation is the secret key that unlocks natural, confident communication. You might know every rule, every word, but if your pronunciation is off, listeners may struggle to follow you, or worse, misunderstand you. That's why today we're diving deep into the hidden pitfalls of American English pronunciation. Think about it. You've probably said words like water or butter and felt something wasn't quite right. Or maybe you've wondered why coffee sounds completely different depending on who's saying it. These little traps can frustrate even advanced learners. But don't worry, this episode is designed to help you untangle those tricky sounds, rhythms, and stresses that make American English feel natural, not robotic. By the end of this journey, you'll uncover subtle sound shifts, master confusing vowels, and learn how to use rhythm and intonation like native speakers do. This isn't just about sounding correct, it's about sounding authentic. Ready? Let's pull back the curtain on the mysteries of American English pronunciation. Let's start with one of the sneakiest sounds in American English, the silent or softened T. Imagine the word water. In careful textbook English, you might pronounce every letter wa-ter. But in real American speech, that T often melts into a soft D sound, water. The same happens in butter, city, or even better. It's not that the T disappears completely, but it transforms in a way that textbooks rarely explain. And the T isn't the only trickster. Think about listen. The T is totally silent, even though it stares right at you on the page. Or the word often. Some say the T, but most Americans drop it, saying often. These little traps make English feel unpredictable, but they actually follow patterns once you know them. These tricky sounds aren't mistakes. They're the natural flow of spoken English. Mastering them helps you stop sounding too formal and start sounding like someone who grew up around native speakers. Vowels are the heart of spoken English, and in American pronunciation, they often cause the most confusion. Take the short A versus the long A. On paper, it seems simple, cat versus cake. But in reality, even a tiny slip in sound can make your words hard to catch. Say can the wrong way, and people may think you're talking about Ken. Then there's the great O debate. Depending on where you are in the US, the word coffee might sound like coffee or closer to coffee. The same goes for cot versus cot. In some regions, these two words sound identical, while in others, they're distinct. Knowing these differences helps you tune your ear to the variety of American English accents. And don't forget diphthongs, those vowel blends that slide from one sound to another. Words like go aren't a simple O, but more like go, or buy, which glides between ah and e. Without practicing these shifts, your speech can sound flat or unnatural. The truth is, vowels carry meaning. Mastering them is like adding color to your English. If vowels give English its color, consonants give it structure. But even here, American English throws in a few surprises. Take the R sound. Unlike many other languages, Americans pronounce R with the tongue pulled back slightly, never rolled or tapped. That's why car doesn't sound like ka, and rare carries that deep, distinct resonance. Mastering this rhotic sound is one of the biggest steps to sounding authentically American. Then there's the infamous TH. It comes in two flavors, voiced, like in this, and unvoiced, like in thing. Both require placing your tongue lightly between your teeth, a position that feels awkward at first, but makes all the difference. Many learners substitute a D or an S, but that small shift changes the word entirely. And don't underestimate the tricky pair of L and W. In rapid speech, they can blur if you're not careful. For example, light versus white. The L demands the tongue touching the roof of your mouth, while the W rounds the lips. It may feel exaggerated, but exaggeration is what builds muscle memory. Consonants are the backbone of clarity. Get them right, and your English becomes sharp, distinct, and professional. If sounds are the building blocks of speech, rhythm and stress are the music that bring American English to life. Unlike some languages where each syllable gets equal weight, English is stress-timed. This means certain syllables are emphasized while others are softened or shortened, creating a natural beat. For example, the word present can shift meaning entirely. As a noun, present, a gift, but as a verb, present, to show. A small change in stress creates a big difference in meaning. Fluent speakers also use linking to blend words together. Instead of saying gets up as two clear words, it becomes get up, or want to transforms into wanna. These connected sounds might feel sloppy, but they're the glue of natural speech. Without them, your English can sound choppy or robotic. And let's not forget intonation, the rise and fall of pitch that conveys emotion. Americans raise pitch at the end of a question, like, "You ready?" Lower it for a statement, "I'm here," and vary it to show excitement, doubt, or sarcasm. Mastering this musicality makes your speech not just understandable, but engaging. Rhythm and stress aren't extras. They're what separate textbook English from truly living English. Now that you've uncovered the secrets of tricky sounds, subtle vowels, and the rhythm of American English, the next step is turning knowledge into skill. And the key word here is practice. Just like building muscle in the gym, pronunciation requires daily training for your tongue, lips, and ears. One of the most effective methods is shadowing. Listen to a native speaker, whether in a podcast, TV show, or YouTube video, and repeat immediately, mimicking their tone, stress, and intonation. At first, it feels like karaoke without the music, but over time, you'll start absorbing the natural flow of American English. Another powerful habit is recording yourself. Play back your speech, compare it to a native model, and note where you sound off. This may feel uncomfortable, but it's the fastest way to spot patterns and track your growth. To supercharge your journey, explore apps like Elsa Speak, Speechling, or even use voice recognition on Google. These tools provide instant feedback and help refine the details you might miss. Remember, pronunciation mastery doesn't happen overnight. It's consistency, not perfection, that transforms your sound. Each practice session, no matter how small, gets you closer to speaking with clarity, confidence, and authenticity in American English. So keep going. Your best American English voice is already within you. Now it's time to let it out. If today's episode helped you catch those pronunciation pitfalls, don't stop here. Hit subscribe to our channel so you never miss the next lesson. Share this podcast with a friend who's learning English too, because practice is always better together. And remember, every word you master is one step closer to sounding clear, natural, and truly confident in American English.